Hey guys, it's Brenda Turner from leansecrets.com. I went to Trader Joe's. I got you some goodies. Let's cook some dinner. Consider this a love sonnet to Trader Joe's from me. For those of you who haven't heard of Trader Joe's is a very, very cheap, health-conscious grocery store. They only sell food that doesn't have preservatives, non-GMO, lots and lots of organic options. If you want to save tons of money, get thee to a Trader Joe's because they are super, super cheap. First thing I wanted to show you guys was the Mahi burgers. These are frozen, and that's great because then you can put them in your freezer and take them out when you need them. And also the pre-cut Brussels sprouts. They have a whole bunch of awesome pre-cut delicious vegetables. The Brussels sprouts happen to be already seasoned. So we're gonna cook all this on my grill, and this is something I do when I'm kind of lazy, when I don't feel like doing dishes, and also use a veggie basket and just plop this on a plate so that nothing falls through. I'm gonna throw in some cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna chop these up really quick. I would normally do this on a cutting board, but I'm feeling adventurous today. I'm feeling untouchable today. I'm feeling a little bit risky. Like, yeah, I could afford to lose a finger today. Why not? And I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Now we're ready to cook it. To the grill, Batman. Now the food's done, off the grill. Smells so good. But before we eat our Mahi burgers, we have to put the romaine lettuce leaves around them. Then you got your really awesome Mahi burger wrapped up in a romaine lettuce leaf thing that looks really weird, but tastes really good. Trust me, it tastes really good. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is smoked salmon. I love salmon. Salmon is a superfood. Salmon is so good for your brain, skin, hair, nails. It's a rich source of EPA and DHA and omega-3 fatty acids, and it also tastes so good. I like getting real salmon fillets, but smoked salmon is great for the days when you don't really feel like cooking. I still cook it so that it gets nice and crispy. It takes like 2 seconds. Come over here and let me show you what I do. Come see what I'm doing over here. That's like a teaspoon of coconut oil. And this might seem like sacrilege to some of you guys to cook smoked salmon, but I like it better crispy than plain. And I only cook it for about 1 minute until it's kind of like white and flaky. And then I add whatever vegetables I'm gonna add. Today I'm using the Trader Joe's Healthy 8 chopped veggie mix. And like I said before, using the pre-cut veggies is awesome because then you can just toss a bunch of random healthy vegetables on there. There's already plenty of salt in the smoked salmon, so I'm not even gonna add any salt to the vegetables. I'm just gonna season it with whatever seasonings I like. And today I'm liking oregano and garlic powder. And I'm gonna toss in some brown rice. It cooks for about 2 minutes and then it's done. I don't know what to call this, you guys. I guess we'll call this a smoked salmon stir fry or something. Before I put this into the dish, for those of you who don't like seafood, I promise that about 90% of you guys will probably like smoked salmon. It doesn't have a fishy flavor. It tastes more like bacon than it does like fish. So here we go. This is the brown rice. It's actually wild rice with a bunch of mixed vegetables and smoked salmon. I didn't have to add any salt, like I said, because the salmon's already really salty. The next recipe, why am I dancing? Because I'm so excited about this recipe. Is that dancing, by the way? I don't know. Okay, the next recipe is shrimp salad. I've never had shrimp salad from anywhere besides my own kitchen, so I don't know if this is the right way to do it. All I know is that it tastes really good. I've got a whole bunch of salad ingredients here. I chopped up some cucumbers, tomatoes, mushrooms, and onions. Now I'm gonna show you how I like to cook the shrimp before I put it in my salad. I know some of you guys are scratching your heads at the fact that I cook pre-cooked seafood. That's just how I like it. I don't like cold, slimy seafood. Do any of you guys do this too? Come back over here, come see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use about a teaspoon of olive oil, and you guys, really important, I forgot to mention this. Make sure you pat your shrimp down. If you don't pat them dry, they're gonna be kind of not that good. They're gonna be kind of flabby. All this is cooking on a medium-high heat. I'm gonna put a really generous amount of oregano. That way it gets in the oil of the pan and it makes everything taste really, really well seasoned. I'm gonna do the same thing with the thyme, a lot of thyme. Then I'm gonna add a little more oil, like a cap full. Then I'm gonna lower the heat down to a low heat and put some garlic. That's 3 cloves of garlic. You can obviously put more or less depending on what you like. Now all this stuff, the garlic and the oregano and the chili flakes and all that stuff is kind of stuck to the pan, which is fine because we're gonna kick the heat up a little bit again. We turned it down so the garlic doesn't burn, and now I'm gonna put lemon juice on the pan, and then I'm gonna scrape off all that stuff that got on the pan. When all that is done cooking, you get this delicious lemony, garlicky, oregano, herby type concoction that is really, really good on your salad. I'm gonna squeeze a little more lemon. I think Italian dressing would be great with this, or just oil and vinegar. There you go, shrimp salad. I hope you guys give that a try, and I hope you love it as much as I do. Next thing I wanted to show you guys is swordfish steak with some veggie kebabs and some mashed sweet potatoes. This is so good. So I'm gonna use some sea salt on everything. A little bit of garlic powder. And for the vegetables, I'm gonna put a balsamic dressing. This actually isn't from Trader Joe's. They've got one that's pretty much identical to this. Just look for a fat-free balsamic dressing. Just a little tiny, like quarter of a capful of olive oil on the swordfish so it doesn't stick to the grill, and I'm gonna put the rest on the veggies. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grill these. And this is the swordfish dinner. This is definitely gonna be satisfying and delicious for you guys. The last recipe is chicken tacos. You can do a lot with corn tortillas. You can put some scrambled eggs on them, put any of your proteins on a corn tortilla and call it a taco. I'm seasoning these with the Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle. I realize they don't have this at Trader Joe's, but if you don't have this, what are you doing with your life? I would say you should stock up on a bunch of Mrs. Dash seasonings anyway, and always have those for times just like these when you need to make some chicken tacos. I'm using my DENI meat tenderizer. This has a bunch of little knives in it. It looks like that. And that is going to make our chicken nice and tender, and it's also going to make it cook faster. All that tenderizing, it's going to help the seasoning make the meat taste way better. And you should salt to your preference. I like it a little bit salty. A lot of people are worried about adding too much salt. When you sweat a lot, you actually need the minerals from something like sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. So don't be afraid to add a little bit of salt. Now I'm gonna throw these on the grill. I'm gonna give you guys some really great tips for grilling chicken. You gotta get your grill super hot. Let that sucker heat up for like 10, 15 minutes. Then you put the chicken on the grill, sear each side for about 5 minutes, turn the grill off, but leave the lid closed, leave the chicken in the turned off grill. That's kind of like baking the chicken. And you leave it in there probably about 10, 15 minutes, and then you're gonna get some very nice, very well-cooked chicken. Tortillas are warmed up. Time to assemble our tacos. I'm gonna put a little bit of the chicken on there. I also chopped up these tomatoes, onions, and avocados. I'm gonna put a little of this on top. I forgot cilantro, you guys. I'm such a failure. I highly recommend you get some cilantro. Trader Joe's also has cilantro. I'm going with the Cholula hot sauce. It's the green hot sauce. I also like the red hot sauce, but you know, I'm feeling the green one. Trader Joe's has a green hot sauce, I'm sure they do, but I just didn't want to buy something I already had. So I'm using the Cholula green pepper hot sauce. And that, my friends, is grilled chicken tacos, Lean Secret style. Hope you enjoy them. All right, guys, those are my 5 healthy Trader Joe's recipes. I hope you enjoyed them. They're gonna get you and keep you looking very fabulous, feeling really good, and they're gonna save you a ton of money. What else could you possibly need besides 5 healthy dinners? I don't even know. If you need anything else, I don't think that you're even human. And you can go to carbsdoneright.com. That's where you can get information on my new ebook coming out. It's all about carbohydrate cycling. Also, as always, leansecrets.com for my fat loss program. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. You're just detoxing. I can tell that you're just detoxing because you're just detoxing. It's not the diet. The things that are required to be at sub 15% body fat and to be shredded and lean are not healthy for women.